Chloe.
It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Who's this little guy?
Go on, you can tell me.
You're Jay, isn't that right?
Yes.
Let's say it slower again, okay? I'm Jay. Good job, bud. All right, come on in. You're going to have a seat right over there. All right, so what brings you in today?
Well, as you can tell, Jay is having a difficult time speaking.
Mm-hmm.
I have nephew and nieces around his age.
Okay.
And people can't understand him, but they can understand my nephew and nieces. And sometimes it's embarrassing to take him out into public because they just look at us funny when they don't understand him.
Like
Yeah.
Mickey Owl?
Mickey Mouse?
Mickey Owl.
Yes, my kids love Mickey Mouse. So if I hear you correctly, Jay's having some difficulty with his speech and you get a little embarrassed when people don't understand him.
Gosh, does that make me sound like a bad mom?
No, absolutely not. It is totally normal to have these feelings.
So, I don't know what to do to help him, and one of my friends referred you to me,
Okay.
and so I was wondering if you could help us.
Of course I can. I may be an expert in speech and language, but you are his mom and you are an expert in Jay, and so I'm going to really need your help as we try to figure out the game plan, okay?
Of course.
All right, perfect. So does Jay go to school or does he stay at home?
Yes, he goes to school part-time
Okay.
for 5 days a week.
Awesome. And what do you do for a living?
I am a pharmacy technician part-time, and then I work at home the other half of the day.
Oh, great. So are you with him for the other half of the day as well?
Yes. I also have my mom helping me watch him.
Oh, I bet that comes in handy.
Yes.
Hot dog, hot diggity dog. Oh my gosh, I have heard that so many times. So are you married?
I was, but I have been divorced now for the past 2 years.
Okay. This is just to get a better idea of who else is involved in Jay's life. I know it's kind of a personal question, but how involved is Jay's dad?
Jay stays with his dad every other weekend.
Okay.
I
You love your daddy?
Patty.
Oh. All right. So what is the likelihood of Jay's dad being available to come to the sessions only if you're comfortable with it? What do you think that would be?
I'm fine with it.
Okay.
Whatever is going to help him.
Yeah, okay.
I'm not sure if his dad is going to be able to come because it depends on his schedule and if it will permit him.
Okay. All right. That's perfectly fine. So what are your goals for Jay?
Of course, I want to work on improving his speech. Right now, he tends to get frustrated when people don't understand him, and then he ends up acting out. So I think that if we work on his speech, then he will behave better.
You're absolutely correct in connecting the two of those things. Oftentimes, frustration and acting out go hand in hand when a child gets difficult and is not able to communicate the way that they want to. So you're right in doing that. So now that I have a better understanding of your family dynamics, I would like to perform a formal assessment on Jay so we can get a better idea of the sounds he has and doesn't have, okay?
Okay.
I would love for you to stay in during the evaluation. The purpose of this is to get an accurate representation of Jay's speech. I would love your input after the formal eval, and we'll discuss the findings together and come up with a plan that we can both agree upon, okay?
Okay.
All right, perfect. So based on the results, Jay has characteristics consistent with what we call childhood apraxia. This occurs when your brain isn't communicating the way it should with your mouth. This does not mean his muscles of his mouth are weak or anything. It's just his brain, lips, and tongue, they're just not working together. Often these sounds may be inconsistent because I know like during the assessment, you said he does have this sound sometimes and not that sound this time sometimes. And I also noticed some effort trying to speak. All of that is very typical for children that have childhood apraxia.
We'll be done soon, okay, honey? So he has childhood apraxia, you said?
Yes.
Did I do something to cause it?
No, not necessarily. Based on research, childhood apraxia has been linked to a mutation of a gene, but not all cases have that mutation of that gene. So we really are not 100% sure about what causes it, but often it is more common in males than females.
So I know you said that it might not be my fault, but I feel guilty. What if I did something to cause his speech disorder?
It is normal to feel guilty, but look at all the positive things that you have done for Jay. You adopted him and you have given him a life that he otherwise may not have had. I can tell that you're a very caring and selfless mom, and you want the best for him. I'm sure life has been a roller coaster with the adoption, the divorce, and then now you're trying to figure out what life is like as a single mom and have a child with a speech disorder.
Yes, it has been a hell of a ride.
Absolutely. I'm glad that I can be here to assist you and Jay. How many times a week of therapy would work best for you? Typically in this situation, I normally would recommend 3 times a week for about 30 minutes per session. But if your schedule does not allow that, we can definitely work around whatever is best for the both of you.
3 times a week sounds good. If I can't make it, can my mom bring him?
Of course, I would love to incorporate everyone and anyone who's involved in Jay's life. Jay, what do you call your grandma?
E-R.
Meemaw?
E-R.
Aw, that's so sweet. All right, so we will schedule your next appointment at the front desk. What questions do you have for me?
None right now. You answered everything.
Okay, great. If you think of anything, please do not hesitate to email me or bring the questions with me next week, okay?
Okay.
All right, I'll
thank
walk you out. Come on, Jay.